What if I told you that tomorrow could decide the next big move for Bitcoin, Tesla, gold, and the entire US stock market? Millions of investors are asking the same question: will the market continue higher, or are we about to see a sudden correction? In today's video, we'll break down the latest market signals, smart money activity, Bitcoin trends, Tesla's outlook, and what could happen when Wall Street opens tomorrow. Watch until the end because I'll share which asset currently has the strongest bullish setup. The U.S. stock market remains the most important financial market in the world. When Wall Street moves, global markets react. Right now, investors are closely watching the S&P 500, NASDAQ, and Dow Jones. The NASDAQ has been leading the rally thanks to artificial intelligence companies and technology stocks. Investors continue pouring money into AI-related businesses because many believe artificial intelligence could become one of the biggest economic transformations in history. This optimism has helped push technology stocks higher. However, there is one major risk: valuations are becoming expensive. Whenever stocks rise too quickly, markets often experience periods of volatility. That doesn't automatically mean a crash is coming, but it does mean investors should pay attention. Bitcoin remains one of the most watched assets in the world. Some investors believe Bitcoin is digital gold, while others see it as the future of money. The reality is that Bitcoin often reacts strongly to investor confidence. When investors are willing to take risks, Bitcoin tends to perform well. When fear enters the market, Bitcoin can experience sharp declines. Currently, institutional investors continue showing interest in Bitcoin. Large investment firms and funds have increased exposure to digital assets over the past few years. This has created stronger long-term support for Bitcoin. If market confidence remains strong tomorrow, Bitcoin could continue its upward momentum. But if risk sentiment weakens, Bitcoin could become volatile very quickly. Tesla remains one of the most influential companies in the stock market. The company is no longer viewed as just a car manufacturer. Many investors see Tesla as an AI and robotics company. Tesla's future depends heavily on innovation. Projects involving autonomous driving, artificial intelligence, robotics, and energy storage continue attracting investor attention. This creates huge opportunities, but it also creates high expectations. Whenever expectations become extremely high, even good news may not be enough. Tomorrow's market reaction could provide important clues about investor confidence in Tesla's future growth. If buyers remain aggressive, Tesla could continue outperforming many traditional companies. Gold has protected wealth for thousands of years. Whenever uncertainty rises, investors often buy gold. Silver behaves differently. It acts as both a precious metal and an industrial metal. This means silver benefits from manufacturing demand while also attracting investors during uncertain times. Recently, strong economic data has reduced some demand for safe haven assets. As a result, gold has struggled to gain momentum. However, one major geopolitical event can change everything overnight. That is why many professional investors continue holding gold as portfolio protection. Professional investors don't focus on headlines alone. They watch interest rates, inflation data, employment data, corporate earnings, and institutional money flows. These factors often determine market direction. Right now, inflation remains one of the biggest concerns. If inflation falls, markets may rally because investors expect lower interest rates. If inflation rises unexpectedly, markets could face pressure. Based on current market conditions, NASDAQ appears strongest. Technology and AI stocks continue attracting capital. Tesla maintains a bullish outlook if market sentiment remains positive. Bitcoin has favorable momentum but remains highly volatile. Gold faces short-term pressure but remains an important defensive asset. Silver sits between growth and safety, making its direction harder to predict. Overall, the probability currently favors a mildly bullish market opening, but remember, markets can change direction within minutes. No prediction is guaranteed. Risk management always matters more than forecasting. The biggest mistake investors make is believing they can predict every market move. The most successful investors focus on probabilities, not certainties. Tomorrow could bring another rally. Tomorrow could bring volatility. What matters most is being prepared for both outcomes. The investors who survive long-term aren't the ones who predict every move. They're the ones who manage risk better than everyone else. So here's the question. If you had $10,000 to invest tomorrow, would you choose Bitcoin, Tesla, gold, or the US stock market? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this market analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for future updates. See you in the next video.